Our first guest tonight is an Oscar, Emmy, and Grammy winner, a Kennedy Center honoree, and a recent inductee to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She also holds the #1 spot on the New York Times bestseller list with the first half of her life story, Cher, the Memoir, Part 1. Please say hello to Cher. Coming. It's great to have you here. It's very exciting to have you.
Thank you. I love the opening monologue.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Can you say anything on this, or do you have a time delay?
No, there's no, well, we're on tape, but, man, nobody ever really cuts anything out.
Okay, you've got balls, dude.
Oh, thanks. Oh. I take that as a great compliment from you.
Yes, it is a great compliment.
You are not a dude, and you do not have balls, but you do have balls in the spiritual sense.
Yes, I do.
And there's a lot of that in here. I did want to ask about just because I'm interested in your life. I really am. And maybe it's annoying to you when people are interested in your life because you're a person like any other person. But like over the holidays, what are you doing? Or do you cook? I know you do cook,
right.
But do you
cook?
No,
I had a bunch of people, 25 people, 6 I didn't know. And we just decorated the house. We had kids that are really cute, and I have a little friend, a close friend, Slash, who's my boyfriend's son, who's really, really cute. And we just do same stuff.
Who were the 6 people you didn't know?
I don't know.
I'm going to try to sneak in there next year, you know?
No, it's like, I have a friend, they have no place to go. I have a sister, that kind of stuff.
That's very nice. That's very nice. I heard you make a pasta sauce. Well, you wrote it in the book that you make a pasta sauce that's very popular with your friends. What kind of pasta sauce is it?
It's red.
It's red,
and
okay.
It's Sonny's mother's recipe.
Oh.
Right, except there's no recipe. There's just handed down.
I see.
Like I throw, olive oil and garlic and onions, and I'm on my way.
Did you ever make it with Sonny's mother?
No.
No, because it would never be good enough for Sonny's mother,
right? I would
right?
never make it. Son made it great, and so he handed it down to me.
I see. And have you taught it to others?
No.
You have not. Okay. So
it ends with me.
You. That's right.
I'm taking it to my grave.
I mentioned your book's
Which could be any moment. Well, no, when you're old,
Your book's been #1 on the New York Times bestseller list for 6 weeks in a row. I mean, that's a lot of weeks.
I know.
Does that surprise you?
Oh, God, yes.
It does?
Yeah.
One of the things I think about sometimes when I think about maybe I should write a book is that I will have no stories left to tell people at dinner.
No, I've got a volume 2.
You got a volume 2,
yeah.
And that's coming out in November, right?
Right. I just couldn't. It's like I didn't want to squish it together because then you'd be carrying it around like this and not be able to read it. And I wanted to have time. I wanted to write the first one to see how it was and did I do a good job and will people be interested? And then I have a whole nother life when I started to do movies.
Uh-huh.
So I went up from Sonny and me and television. Well, I know I went up from my great-grandparents.
Will this book be 2? Will there be 2 volumes, or will there be 3? And when will it go up to? Will this interview be part of the next book? Will it go all the way right up, or is it done?
No, I think it's done. It's
done. Okay. You wrote about losing your virginity to a guy in Toluca Lake.
I did?
Yeah. You did. Which is right, this is not far from here.
No.
Do you think we could find the spot? Do you think you would know?
No, I wouldn't. I don't remember the guy.
You don't remember the guy? He hasn't reached out to you?
No.
Well, he was telling everybody that, right?
Except, I have people that I've mentioned in there, and I'm wondering, what do they think that like one guy in particular who was very instrumental. He was very instrumental in helping me to leave Sonny.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And so, and that was, I wonder, I mentioned his whole name, so I wonder, how does he feel about it? But he must feel good because he was a really good person.
And he did not reach out to you afterwards to say
No.
thank you for the kind words?
No.
Do you know where he is?
I think he's in Texas.
Uh-huh. Do you know what's his name?
I'm not telling you.
Well, it's in the book.
Right, well,
I
open
just
the
don't remember what
book.
it is. Well, Guillermo, will you go through this real quick and find out this guy's name?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him on the phone. That would be great.
No.
No. Okay, all right. Yeah, the story's about Sonny. I mean, it looked like you guys were like having a lot of fun in the 70s on TV and whatnot, but maybe you weren't having a lot of fun. Maybe things weren't as good as we thought they
No,
were.
I have to tell you something. Doing the show kept us together because on the show we had so much fun. We were equal. You know, that was, I mean, I loved it. We loved it. We worked so well together. We had so much fun. And it really kept us closer longer than I really wanted.
You guys were business partners, and of course, like you guys did things like this is pretty great. This is from 1967. This is 16 magazine.
Right.
We dug this up, and you and Sonny would give advice to, I guess, kids.
Teenagers, yes.
Yeah, who supposedly run it. Here's one. I want to see if you give the same advice you gave back then.
Oh, God.
Okay?
What are you?
Many
I was
have asked,
thinking,
and I
come
still
on
don't
and
have
have
an
fun,
answer.
light chatter.
Dear Cher,
Right.
I have a problem. I hope you can help me. I'm 13 years old. I like a boy who is in my class, and he seems to like me, but sometimes he teases me. He hits me gently on the face and calls me names just to be fresh. I'm also 4 inches taller than he is. And please tell me how I can get him to be my steady. Unhappy in Ridgefield, New Jersey. How would you respond to unhappy now?
Kick him to the curb.
Dear unhappy.
Oh, God.
As I've said here many times before, if a boy teases you, it's a sure sign that he digs you. Just be good-natured about it and give him a nice, friendly smile now and again. Sooner or later, he'll come around. As for being 4 inches taller, well,
Nah.
most girls are taller than boys nowadays. I'm taller than Sonny, and he couldn't care less. In fact, he digs me in boots with medium high heels. Hang in there, keep trying, and you won't be unhappy for long.
Come on, girls, we know that's not true.
Cher is with us. This is her book, Cher, the Memoir, Part 1. We'll be right back with Cher after this. We are back. Cher is with us. Evan Moss, Backrack, and Sheila E. with Gloria Stefan are all on the way. We found out the guy's name. It's Bill.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But we'd have to narrow it down. We'd need his last name. Are you willing to share that with us?
No.
No, you're not.
Because of him, not because of me.
Okay, all right. Well, Bill, if you're watching, maybe you'll reach out. That would be nice, yes? No. So, the second part of your book, have you finished that yet? Is it done? No. Because it's
No, I
supposed
haven't
to be-
even started it.
No, come on.
No.
Is that true? You haven't even started it. It's coming out in November.
I know, but I finished this book I was late. I was at the end of everything, and I finished it when they had to publish it.
So it's not coming out in November.
Yes, it is.
We'll see. What November of what year?
My book came out by the date that they wanted it out, but I'm a little tardy. But I think I'll be better this time.
I feel like I can help you.
No.
I really can. Here's how I feel like I can help you. I've come up with a series of just random thoughts, and I think
Are they there?
Yeah, they're
Okay,
here, and
good.
I'm going to read them. I'm going to ask you certain questions that are very random, and maybe they'll give you ideas of things to put in the next book.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So last time you drove a car,
I haven't driven in a little while,
how long?
but I just bought one.
You did?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm going to drive.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Do you have a driver's license, and if so, is your last name on it?
I don't have a last name.
So it just says Cher on your driver's license.
Right, I had to go to court. They give you special dispensation or whatever they call it. And you have to prove that someone could know you. Like the populace could know you by that name. It's not easy.
Well, I would think you just walk in and they go, okay, yeah, everybody
No.
knows you.
No, that's not true.
That's really great. Wow. Guillermo, you should do that, by the way.
Yes, I want to, yeah, hopefully soon.
Have you ever been to Costco?
I think once.
You'd know if you had.
No. I think once.
May I please take you to Costco sometime? I'd love to walk you around Costco.
Okay.
All right. Have you ever played a video game?
Yes.
Oh, what video game?
None of your business.
Oh. Like recently?
A month ago.
A month ago?
Yeah.
Wow, a month ago. Well, that's great. Have you ever been on jury duty?
I tried, but they won't take me.
Why? Too famous?
You know, they thought I would be distracting. Actually, I played a role where I played a lawyer.
That
and
doesn't count.
Yeah, listen. No, but listen. So I wanted to go into the court and see what, I would do. And I wanted to see a real, trial. And the judge kicked me out about after 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Because too many people were looking at you?
No, because he was afraid I would disrupt the trial.
Oh, wow. Was this Judge Ito? Who's the most intimidating person you've ever met? Present company excluded.
Well, there've been quite a number.
Uh-huh.
Barack Obama, Tina Turner,
Oh.
Ray Charles. There've been quite a number.
If you could turn back time,
What? This is so dumb.
that, by the way, is going to be the title of my autobiography.
Okay.
What year would you turn it back to?
Oh, I'm dyslexic, so I don't know the year, but I was 60.
When you were 16?
Yeah,
That
no,
would be-
60.
Oh, 60 was your best year.
No, it wasn't my best year. 40 was probably been my best year because I changed my life. I started to work in film and I got some respect and different things.
You seem to prefer 40 to 60. I've heard no reason why 60 would be the pick.
I don't know. It just
Okay.
seemed like a good number. I mean, when you're 78, 60 sounds great.
This is, one more thing, because we recently lost President Carter, and I happened across this great photograph.
Right.
It seems like, this is an intimate conversation you guys seem to be having. Did you know him well?
Yes,
How did you get to know him?
because Gregory and the Allman Brothers Band raised the first money that he started his campaign with.
He loved rock and roll,
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
And you spent personal time with him?
I ate dinner with him the first night he was in the White House.
The first night?
Yeah. And then he called me one time. He wanted me to do him a favor. And so the operator her voice was shaking really bad. I have the president on the phone. And I went, oh, good. And then he asked me to do something on the Johnny Carson show. And Johnny Carson did not like me, had me thrown out of a party. And yeah, it was a bitch. But I didn't like him either, so it didn't make any difference.
Well, at least you agreed on that.
Right.
Well, it is a real delight to have you here and a pleasure. And I very much hope you'll come back in November if indeed you get the book finished.
Okay.
Okay?
You're a lot nicer and funnier than I thought you would be.
Oh. Thank you, I think. Cher, everybody. The Memoir, Part 1 is available